we have an XDP. So Luis, I think this meeting will be very interesting. So we finally have an OpenVRT package with a kernel driver forwarding. It is the eBPF forwarding, you know. It's quite fun. Especially with the stacking stuff, but we will see.
So that's great. So what I propose is that I think that Tim also and David from JISC will also take part of the VC. It seems that they have also some questions on how to configure their wedges. So
yeah, I'm not sure if I think David's joining, but I'm not 100% sure.
okay, so this is what I propose. We can start with what Csaba is proposing, has proposed, I mean, in terms of subject for today, which is mainly, I guess that it's eBPF target.
Yes, it is. It is.
And if we have also more time, we can also talk about, you can demonstrate stacking features. And obviously we can also tackle David questions. Okay.
I think we can start with David's question. If
Okay.
I bet they are here for some answers. So
I'm pretty sure, yes. So yes, David. So feel free to ask and share maybe your screen about what you would like to achieve and what you have some difficulties to achieve.
Hi there, thank you. I'm just getting my computer set up.
So just to give a bit of background to Csaba and Luis, David recently installed the first RARE-freeRtr release on their wedge, and he managed to put it into their data center. I guess it will be the final place. And now the idea would be to establish connectivity to different servers and also maybe some, I'm not sure, some routing process if this is the case, I'm not sure, with other routers in the, I think it's a lab, it's something like that. So David, floor is yours.
Thank you. So we are, as Frederick was saying, we have, with Frederick's help, managed to configure the wedge device with VC-minar, and since that call, I have been able to establish a BGP peering to one of our production routers. That was nice and straightforward. I'll share my screen if you can see that.
yes.
Okay. So yesterday we were in on site and attempting to connect up the 4 servers that we plan to use for performance testing. And these servers will be connecting at 100 gig to the wedge and using VC-minar to connect back to the public internet. So if I can move it, share a diagram with you here, roughly of the setup, if it will go onto the screen. Come on screen. Nope. What I'll do, I'll make that a PDF and move it. No.
Hi, Christina.
So it's a fairly, it's the blue lines are the 100 gig connections between the free router and the 4 servers. And what I've done on the wedge is to create a bridge to connect the interfaces the servers are patched through to, and I've created a BVI interface on the wedge to act as the gateway to then go out to Janet through this router. I don't know if that's the best way to achieve that using the free router software, but it's what seemed intuitive to me at the time. The issue we're having though is none of the 800 gig links to any of the servers are showing any connectivity, and I'm not finding a way to identify light levels or anything to do with the transceivers on the Edge core device, and I wondered if that's possible.
Yes, for sure. But first, can you show us the P4 server config? Maybe we immediately spot the thing or not.
Yep. So if I
It should be at the ending. So they are right here. Okay, so for the 100 gig lines, basically you usually have to deal with the forward error correction thing, and I think it is the second parameter right after the 100 gig 100. Sorry, but I think we should try it out before changing the config. Okay, so basically you can attach process BFs. Okay, can you show attach process and the question mark, and you will see it is BF switch D, I think, or BFS WVD.
What was the first part of the command? Sorry.
It is attach process. It is attach the first. Yes. Much like that you did. Okay, and it is BFSWV.
Okay, and what does that?
This guy.
What does that do?
Okay, so it is. Okay, so this attach process command is basically just attaches you to the console of this external process.
Okay.
It is basically normally hidden, and but now we we need to check it out. Okay, so you are at the BF shell.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, it is the stuff that Intel provides you on how to troubleshoot such kind of issues. Now the best thing is UCLI. It is the first command if you want to deal with such a thing, and the next one is PM. Like okay, Frederick sent it to you. UCLI, yes, and the next one is PM. Like okay, Frederick, come and take over. Okay, the next one is PM, and like port manager, I think.
Just PM on its own?
Yes, yes, yes. And simply type show, and it will give you. Okay, so what we see here is basically how the Toshino thinks about the given ports you have configured. The thing is that here you can delete or remove or change the port configs freely, but the thing is not that they won't be saved anywhere, so they are not FreeRtr configs at all. The thing is that the 100 gig lines. So the 100 gig lines are quite tricky, and you must mix and match. You must mix and match the fets firstly, and the outaneg and so on, so on, the parameters, because fets node is seemingly not good for these servers. As far as I know, the most commonly used fets is Brett Solomon or RS or something like this.
Okay.
But
maybe what we can do first is to go back to FreeRtr.
Okay, just Control C and Control X to get out from this other stuff.
Okay. Can you move? Can you resize your terminal a little bit, because I have the zoom below. Yes, it's hidden by the zoom.
Oh,
icon.
I see.
Oh, sorry. So it's better. So now you're on the wedge. So sometimes now you can type show run P4L. I'm typing the command P4L, and it will give you the P4 server. Okay. So for example, if you see, we see that there is a port 5/0 front panel. Okay, and that has ID 164, which is not that important, but the one thing that is important is that it has been enabled and it is down. Enabled means that the control plane is trying to make it work, and but the data plane, which is what you see above, BF switch D, sense that it's down. So in that case, what we can do is first is to try to first auto negotiation. So we will do conf t server P4 lang P4. Export port SDN5 164. And 0, sorry, 100, 0, let's keep it like that, 1. No, I think it's auto put 1 and 0, flow control. Let's try to do that, because I had some success with this. It really depends on the physical. Now you can type and. Just for the sake of demonstration, you can type show difference, show conf difference. Sorry, all attach conf. Yes.
Ah, yeah.
So what we have done is this change. You can type and show. I guess that what we can do is that type TNA question mark, and you can type BF shell. It will give you the same thing, but it's a shell, an external shell, not the BF3C itself. Okay, UCLI, type UCLI PM show. So you already, yeah. Okay, it's still down. It's still down. So can you do a point? Sorry, a dot. My bad. Question mark. I think it's BF_platform PLTFM.
I should look at the screen. Oh, yeah, that one.
This one, yeah.
It is QSFP.
I think
know.
it's QSFP. well done, Xaba. Enter. What we can do is to do show first. So what we have, you have Mellanox. It's a DAC. Or no?
Yeah, actually, six of them are, and 2 of them are. The bottom 2 are different. They are transceivers.
Okay, so if it's a DAC, the parameter I put should be okay. Can you? I think it's something wrong. What is the status on your server?
That's a good question.
Because here I think it should be good for me.
Anyway, we should also give a try to the forward error correction, because it's quite rare that I usually see fetch debug. I mean, set to errors. I think it is already written in a document.
We can try if you want, but if I understand correctly, I think that on the server it's not up.
Okay, but without the fact, it also would show down.
To be honest, I'm not sure, because with the DAC, I had 100% success with my over setup with over DAC with this. But we can also try the I just want to check I wanted to check the server status, if you have the possibility to check that.
I don't have access to the servers.
Okay, because it can be related to the server. Usually,
Raoul is on the call.
Is he? Ah.
But okay, do you know what we can do is to try the Xaba suggestion is to adjust the fact, just in case this has some issue. This brings some issues. Assuming that the ports are up on the server side.
So my colleague Raoul is on the call. I hadn't realized that, and he's administrator of the servers. So he may be able to
We have management access, I think.
Yes, we do. Or should have.
Do you want? Let's assume that the server are okay and that they are working.
Mm-hmm.
For example, from the past, if I don't put ifconfig interface up or IP-link set interface up on the servers, VF-switch-G will sense it as down. Now let's assume that it is up and follow Xaba's recommendation to set the FAQ.
Okay.
Okay, so it is.
So you can type exit now. From this point, you can type exit again. It will exit BF shell, exactly. And now I will leave Xaba.
Okay, so it is conf t.
Same thing.
Okay, then server P4. Okay, and that's
no. I think you type server P4 length P4L.
Ah.
No, it should type exit
like that.
Yes, enter. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Show run this.
Is that different?
Can you
show?
Yes.
Okay. No, I can't type that. Let's try again.
Okay, we are at the right place. Okay, so can you please type editor? Let's do it a different way. Okay, and now I think we already changed one of the, I think it says the N5.
Yes, yeah.
Can you shoot the parameter between 100 and 1? Okay, so that parameter, exactly that 0. So let's change that parameter to 2. I mean, not 1. I think this one stands for the autoneg stuff, but the 0 before the 2.
So leave that as 2 and.
No, please leave revert back to 1. Yes, but that's 0, right? That's 0. Please change it to 2.
Okay.
Okay, and now type Control X. And Yes.
Ah, so, oh, nice.
Okay, so basically we changed it, and now I think it's you can also show interface right here. You can issue any show commands from anywhere. So show interface SDM5, and let's see SDM5. I think it's up.
Oh yeah, 21 seconds. So,
Congratulations, Xaba. Your guess was good.
It is interface summary.
It's a super rare to have to set the effect to RS, but it's the
fantastic.
first time, I guess, it happened to me. So
So
we
I
can
should be
do the
able
same
to.
with
What's
SDN6.
different, Frederick, that makes it necessary to do that? Do you know?
Okay. And there is another thing. So there is another thing. Maybe the autoneg is overconfig. I mean, I didn't saw a single packet arriving, and it is typically a sign that autoneg is overacting the stuff. But so prepare yourself that if you still don't have any input packets on this interface, then maybe you have to turn off the autoneg. But we will see.
Okay, and that would be changing the 1 back to a 0.
I know you could leave it as is, and let's hope. But keep in mind that if you don't have a packet, then it still could be the autoneg.
Okay, thank you.
You're
So
welcome.
I'm keen to try this on the other port, on the
Yeah.
other interfaces, and see if that helps. So
Sure.
Technically, you have the same DAC, so it should be the same.
I like this editor. That's a quick way to do it when you know what you're changing.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say, but these are the sort of hints and tips that could be in the documentation, but there's so many hints and tips.
There are so many different layers to the hardware and software that for the unfamiliar like myself, it's taking a little while longer than I'd anticipated to get used to.
This editor is in the documentation, actually.
I'm sure. Do you have, so going back to my earlier question, can I from the VC-minar CLI see the optical power on the ones that are transceivers and not DACs?
Right now we don't have any. Maybe we have. Just a moment. Can you show P4? Okay, and the question mark. Okay, I think it is an old image, but maybe
we can put power information maybe.
Okay, so here are the statistics from the data plane. So they are not just the raw FreeRtr counters nor the P4 data plane counters. They are the BF shell provided stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we prepared that on the newer images. We got too many show commands, so it not directly follows, but you will see.
Sure. That's nice.
Well, actually, in your case, we have two solutions. Either you are going to the data plane itself and go to UCLI, BF platform, and then QSFP, and then you can do a dump, and it will give you the optical power and all this information. Or
I think on this image, that's the only way, Frederick. So please, tell it.
Okay. So TNA, go to TNA, BF shell. So now it's like logging into the line card.
Yeah.
And on the Cisco.
By the way, it's the same. By the way, it's the same command that we are doing with Atlas process BF switch D.
Yeah.
It's different. Okay, Frederick, continue.
UCLI P enter. P okay. Question mark.
So we're in the QSFP.
And you will see here you have, I think you have dump info 5/0, for example. Dump info. Dump dash info. Sorry. Dump. Dump.
I'm reading it
Sorry.
wrong. No, I was
dumb.
reading it wrong. Yeah.
I am dumb, but dump. Space 5/0 because you want the front panel part. Yes, I think it's like that. Enter. So I presume you will have your TX power, RX power, channel 1. So you have the 4 lanes. This is, I think it's
There it is.
it's a SR4, and you have all this information that can be valuable if you are very knowledgeable. In case you, because in this case you have a DAC cable, but if you have
So
optical, yeah.
port 1 is a standard transceiver.
Yeah, exactly. So this one, you
Yeah.
have something more that might be more that be ring more bell for you. You have the temperature, you have the temperature and all this stuff.
Yeah, that's really useful. I was trying to find this to try and aid troubleshooting to see why it was light going down the fiber.
So we are a bit sorry, because for now this information cannot be exported via gRPC from the data plane to FreeRtr. But if at some point it is possible, we can try to find something. But
I think we could get it because we already get a lot of show commands from the data plane. So I think
yes and no, because the information we get right now from FreeRtr comes from the port table, which is a kind of a table that is meant to be exported. I'm not sure if we have this information with.
We are getting okay. So most of the stuff comes from the gRPC. That's right. But for specific commands, we already have. I think back in the days, okay, so this TNA command maybe already have removed, but back in the days we also parsed up the whole command. You wrote a script. I think.
Yes, this time.
I think it's quite easy to have any command from this UCLI stuff.
Yeah, that is something that we can, if we are not using gRPC, we can also automate BF shell script.
Yes, that's it. That's
I think that's your, and it can be possible. But I guess that it's also convenient to log into the data plane, but it's up to you, because we will have to. I mean, the idea, it's up to you to accept if you would like to receive this information. I think it can be great, but we have to make sure that we have to be aware that all this information are not available on all BSP. So that's why it can be a source of issue. But obviously we can treat if no information is available, we can treat it as a no op.
I had a question regarding navigating the different features within FreeRtr.
Yeah.
It sort of occurred to me as I was trying to familiarize myself with the commands. Mm-hmm. On a Juniper, for example, I might use the help apropos command with a feature I was trying to find, and it would list all the different commands that would mention, for example, LLDP. It would give me a nice output of, I can demonstrate it here if I log into a router.
Sure. Hello, Simon. Nice to see you.
Sorry for being late.
No problem. We were having a nice moment with David and the team and Raoul from JISC.
So from the command hierarchy, it lists all the commands that would mention the search term, and I wondered if that's something that.
I see. Can you go back to FreeRtr, please?
Yeah.
It is Control-C and X to get it back.
Control-C or exit, yes. Exit.
Yeah. Exit.
I can spell exit. Yeah.
I think it's a show parser. Including LLDP. Sorry, pipe including, my bad.
Pipe include LLDP.
Maybe it's too long. Or don't know.
Oh, here it goes. That's taking the whole window down.
Okay, so they
Oh,
are
it's
quite
loads.
dumb. They are quite dumb, I think.
That's fantastic, though. I've been, in order to identify the different commands I might need, I've been clicking through tens of different example configs on the website, and I thought there has to be a better way to find the commands than that.
And normally this show parser stuff should be also available in the config modes. I mean, if you are under the interface, then it should give you different things, for example, on how to enable it and so on.
Okay, brilliant.
It's a show parser, that's all. And the regular including. No, please don't, because it's too long.
It'll do everything. Okay, I
So you really
understand.
have to filter it to your specific stuff. Otherwise, you saw it generated for at least a half minute. So it's a long list.
No problem.
You have also a search function on the documentation site. I'm not sure if it helps you to find inside also all the helps, but I presume that it can be useful. This is actually what I'm using basically if I want to find some feature. That's great. Can we first check that all the interfaces are up now? Oh.
So yeah, I believe all the ones I changed are now. I don't think I touched this one because it's one of the transceivers. So what was it? Show run.
SDN 17. Think of like a pattern matching.
Yep. I was trying to think of the P4 section in the config.
Show run P4L. Show run P4L.
And SDN 17.
It's not. It's above this one.
Okay. So why might that one be down? Next step for me would be to check if it's receiving any light. So for that,
Let's go to BF shell then. TNA, sorry, TNA. TNA actually is the nickname of the ASIC.
okay.
Yes, enter.
And then let's
UCLI.
need to learn
BF,
these to become.
Yes, this one. Okay, so it remembered the. I think it's dump. I think it's dump. Okay, you can do show for a dump info and the 17/0.
Oh.
SDN is the name.
Within
FreeRtr.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Okay, so we have got power coming through. So therefore it must be a configuration.
And maybe removing the auto negotiation, this particular one. It is
server P4. So yeah, this one.
Nope.
Show run this.
Getting there.
Cool.
So which one was it? 17. If I changed that to 0.
No, you can keep it to 2 and put 0 on the 1.
And that's the out and egg.
Enter.
No.
No.
Not yet. Maybe we need to check the server-side configuration for that one.
Maybe.
That's a big improvement from where we were. That's great.
Yeah.
Thank you. I certainly have a few more commands to draw upon now to troubleshoot, which is really helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Not sure if Raoul has the possibility to check the server connected at port 17.
Wait. I spotted a thing in your configs. So you specified export bridge, which is basically nice, but I saw that so you configure the IP route into the BVI, and basically you also have to export then the BVI interface to be propagated to the data plane, and all the tables being set up properly. So
I
please,
think I've done that, but is there a way to check?
to be honest, I didn't see it in the running config. It's
Okay.
in the upper part of the screen. So please conf the server P4 and export toward the BVI1. And since it's not a real interface, so you really cannot give an ID for it, but dynamic is for this purpose. So please type dynamic, and then it will pick up an ID for it, and we'll use that. And that's it. You really don't have to specify anything else. That's it.
Lovely. And that's saved. Well, I saved the config now.
Yes, it's a good idea.
So I would see that export command that we've just typed in the running config as well, would I?
Okay, so now you can verify it in the running config. It should be there.
Right, that's at the bottom somewhere. Export.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so I only exported the bridge, but not the
BVI.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, actually, you don't have to export the BVI if you did not configure the BVI. But I presume you configure the
That's
BVI.
true. That's true.
Show run BVI1, for example. So you see, you put a layer 3 and you want it to be taken into account by the data plane, so you have to put it.
Before this call, I was able to ping this address as routed through BGP. So
so you already have BGP. Nice.
Yes.
Ah, nice. Show BGP, IPv4, BGP, I think, summary. Do you have V6, by the way? BGP, wait, what is the name of the process, the number?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Well, you are not forced to put the IS number. I think you can put the process, but it's up to you. This is not, I mean, this is the process number. Not
Wait a bit.
No?
It's down for a day or so.
I did move the server yesterday physically, so I may have disturbed it or something hasn't come up.
Okay.
Okay, so here is the process ID, and next.
Process ID is what? If it's not the AS number, what's the process ID?
I mean, you show run BGP. What you can do. Show run BGP, and you should see. Okay, you get the process number for your in your case is the AS number. So your command is good. You could have, for example, put router BGP 41 via core local AS 645945.
I was in honesty, I was copying an example, so I wasn't sure of the significance.
Yeah, sorry. No problem. It's just for your information.
Yeah.
So now what you can do is to do a show IP BGP 64595, 64595, and then summary. And basically you have, it's not ready.
Is there a detail?
Okay, so normally Unicast database is the next thing. When it is up, then you should see something. It is Unicast database. I think that's what you are looking for. So give us the passes, but nothing to see here right now.
So we should
check.
Up,
isn't it?
No.
No.
Yeah, so so your BGP peer is down seemingly right now.
That's odd.
Unicast summaries also will show you that no prefixes for a day.
Why have we got an uptime if it? I suppose, yeah, no learned routes.
So it went down a day ago. It means that.
Let me check the other side. Okay, so why is it down then? Next question. Can I ping across to it?
Yes, that would be my first question.
No, that'll be why then. Oh yeah. Oh, that's annoying. Oh no, that's not the right one. It's this one. 611.
By the way, do you have input packets on that particular? So you ping the different one. Okay. So do you have any input packets on that interface?
Can't spell today. Which interface are we? 6. It's clear. Yeah. So we're still seeing packets on there. That's going up.
Okay, what about the FreeRtr side? Can you issue display interface traffic?
And then do I need to say which interface?
And that's it? Okay, so it will show you all the interfaces and it will auto-refresh. I think we are looking at SDN1, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so basically we really have some packets in and out. Okay, so you can exit with Control X. And then what about show IP for ARP SDN1?
We see the far end, which is correct.
And this still cannot ping.
So that's working.
Wait a bit. From here we could ping, but not from the Juniper. Quite interesting.
It's the IP address, isn't it? No.
But how? Okay, can you go back to FreeRtr, please? And can you? Okay, so it is Telnet and the IP of the Juniper and 179.
IP, okay.
of the Juniper. That is that one exactly. That's it. I
So-
think we are hitting a firewalling issue somewhere. So it's impossible that we can ping, but we cannot turn it to the BGP port.
Over a direct connection. There's no packet filter on the Juniper.
You don't have any firewall filter
No,
protecting the loopback, the control plane or something like that?
perhaps on the FreeRtr.
No, we don't have it on VC-minar. I was meaning on the Juniper, on the MX. You don't have any firewall filter for the
To protect
protecting-
itself, yes, but for the specific interface that we're connected to, it should allow pings between direct neighbors, yes. Let me have a think. I'm going to inspect the packet filter on the Juniper.
Can we, for example, on VC-minar, just issue a debug IPv4 ICMP terminal monitor, and then you ping from the Juniper and see if at least you see something arriving?
Could you just debug something?
IPv4 ICMP, enter, terminal monitor. You have to type terminal monitor. Okay. So what you can do is to make sure that it's working. Yeah. Okay, you are receiving nothing. Now from the VC-minar, can you ping? Okay, so it's another thing. Can you go on VC-minar now, enter, and do your ping again? Try to ping the Juniper. Okay, you see the echo request, echo reply. So, and you are receiving nothing when you try to ping. So something is preventing your Juniper to send, or something is preventing the VC-minar to receive something, because we are not receiving something.
Like it's just the Linux that trying to reach something. I mean, the Linux out of edge. It is connected to some.
Yeah. This is another thing, but it's not. This is unrelated.
Yeah, I see that. Is it
now
like Cisco?
Yes, I know, and
Yes.
term nomen, like Cisco. Excellent. Now, so something is preventing. I see at least some.
It worked. I had BGP running before I powered off the wedge yesterday to move it. And then I didn't, while I was doing it, I didn't check that it came back up.
Okay, just to be sure, can you show run? Okay.
Just gonna have a look for this. Did that go down then? What's today? Established. So it went up then. I don't know. So back to the VC-minar.
Yes, I just want to check if the VRF is exported and so on. Can you show run interface SDN1? Okay, so it's in the core VRF. And can you show run P4
That shouldn't be in bridge group 1. That's probably the issue.
Maybe, yes. I didn't spot that, but yes, you are right.
I think that may have snuck in there when I was doing something else.
Oké, can you show run p4ing? Okay, so the core VRF is exported. Okay, then I have no better idea than then let's flap the interface. Can you show clear p4? That would reprogram everything and so on.
Is that what you said? Show P4,
Clear.
P4?
Clear
P4. Clear.
Sorry.
En fait, like clear.
Not show, clear.
P4, yeah, clear P4.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yes?
And that does, is that a reset command or?
It's like a
Yes.
clear IPsef.
Okay. Yep.
I don't remember the command for Juniper for clearing the whole SCB. Not sure. Okay.
Looks like me.
Yeah, I before this clear, I couldn't ping the gateway, and now I can ping the gateway.
I think with the bridging and both the VRFs happening on the interface, the packet went to the wrong place.
Yeah, I just accidentally put the bridge on there. I think that may be it. So if we show IPv4 BGP 644.
Don't you think, Sabai, we should prevent this type of command, like an error where you try to, or should we leave
Normally,
it like that?
normally it is quite a defined thing that is called fallback bridging, but seemingly this data plane cannot handle it properly.
Ah, okay, I see.
Okay, so it is Unicast database if you want to spot the routes.
Perfect.
Right.
So we're
Okay,
receiving that.
and if you continue it with the Unicast database, and if you specify the default route, then it will show you all the parameters that we could even
000/0.
/0. Okay, so here you are all the attributes of this bus that we got and how we got it.
Okay, cool. I like that.
It's a bit extensive, this thing, yes.
Yeah.
So in that case, you will have to pipe with an include in order to match the specific field you want. But it's great to have.
Can I show you from this side? Can I view the routes that are being exported?
I think it is neighbor. I mean, right here. No, without the Unicast, you will see. So it is neighbor and the IP of the guy.
And it's the neighbor address. I've forgotten already.
Maybe it can be a request for improvement to detect the neighbor configured.
It's 19. That's on my diagram in front of me.
What do you think, Saba? Or this is something?
Yes, good idea. Anyway. Okay, and you have to continue with, so it is Unicast.
Unicast, yes.
And now you can choose
Advertised.
what you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
And also you can continue with this command with the prefix if you want to spot the attributes, I mean. And now you have the same output, all the attributes that we sent.
So for example, I've got a community list attached.
Exactly.
And that's visible. Fantastic.
You can write the config. And I think you have a working wage.
I do. Super. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Well, basically, I saw maybe some improvement I need to put on the documentation, but because it wasn't enough to make you up to speed completely. So I will try to think how to
It's
Wait.
from my point of view, don't assume I've read all of every page of the website. I've skimmed over bits of it, and I may have missed something critical because of that. So it's quite possible it's my rushing to try and do things that may mean that I've missed parts of the documentation that could be there already.
But the useful thing for you, Frederick and Chapo, is that David is a good example of a pretty experienced and knowledgeable engineer familiar with the traditional vendors who's trying to use RARE. So the feedback you're getting here about what is and isn't intuitive is hopefully very useful for you.
Well, actually, I hope you like it. I saw also you activated, you enable LLDP, so you should also receive LLDP information from your external machine, from the server, or and if you're so you have, yeah, you have.
Can I do this?
How are you managing configurations, David? What tools are you using for that with this platform?
On the FreeRtr, I'm just trying things, and when I'm not doing a version control or anything at this point yet.
Okay.
For our production routers, we use Rancid to poll the routers hourly and take a copy of any updated or changes.
If you're interested, David, it's not for today. We have a similar to streaming telemetry. We are not. We have something similar, but for the config. Each time you write your config, you can save your config to a Git server or export it to a WebDAV server that will version everything for you automatically.
Yes,
this is what we have done. It's working great for us.
I like that. That would be really helpful.
Yeah. We are working on a lab, and all the configuration are changing every day. It's broken, but we can find some information with that, and it's quite great. So if you're interested, we can show this to you.
Yes, please.
As soon as you have a WebDAV server, I will give you the configuration, and then you will be able to save it automatically each time someone is writing the config.
Thank you.
So great.
I'll stop sharing my screen and
so
taking everybody's time.
No, it's okay though. So it's a victory for us.
Well, this is exactly what these calls are for, is to help the users. So, yeah.
So sorry, I could not hear you, Tim.
I said this is exactly what these calls are for, to provide user support and help.
Ah, yeah, sure. David, just one thing. We did not manage to make SDN 17 up and running. So feel free to have a quick check on it, and we can obviously take this offline, and don't hesitate to engage with us via the mailing list.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll work with Raoul to see if there's anything we need to check on the server side, and I'll be in touch if we can't solve it between us.
So I guess that for today, this is it. It was I think it was a great, I would say, opportunity to show how FreeRtr could be implemented and make it work on the wedge. So I guess that Csaba, we will have to postpone your proposal and tackle this stack and open WRT and eBPF target next week.
Sure.
So thank you for being here, and let's talk next week then.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.